Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Xenonauts 2. Just a couple of quick notes before we start. Looks like the sale information that I got for GamesPlanner.com was slightly confused, but the money off offer will be available on the 18th when the game is available for sale, so keep your eyes out for that if you're interested in picking it up and want to use my affiliate link. Thank you very much for all the new viewers and subscribers who enjoyed the first video. Welcome on board, and I'd especially like to thank our new channel member, Disco Caddy. I'll make sure to get a soldier named after you as soon as possible. Without further ado, I want to jump back into the game. Let's go. So if you remember from last time, we were able to recover a bunch of different artifacts from the encounter that we had, including a small pile of alien alloys. And Gaius Baltar is now able to give us his preliminary analysis of these alloys now that Carnival has returned them to base. So rather than being able to do this instantly, we had to wait for the helicopter to make it back to base. But in the time that I saved the game and reloaded, the Carnival has actually just arrived. So my preliminary analysis of the recovered alien equipment suggests widespread use of a previously unknown metallic substance. This super heavy element is clearly artificial in origin, being far too massive to occur naturally. It is fundamentally unstable in its natural form and thus only ever encountered as an alloy. The properties of these alloys vary dramatically based upon constituent metals, but appear to range from truly remarkable levels of strength to more exotic behavior such as superconductivity. This likely occurs because the nucleus of each atom is so large that the orbiting electrons are approaching near light speed. Hence, the element is governed not by the established rules of classical physics, but by the bizarre possibilities of quantum mechanics. Quite like that as a story beat, it means that they can do things that, without explaining it as magic, but they're kind of using science magic. That's my very layman term of understanding it. One suspects we will find many uses for these alien alloys. As my research continues, however, given we lack the technology to synthesize them ourselves, you will need to scavenge whatever possible from our foes. So, alien alloys good, we need to get as many as we can from the aliens, is what I understand. Let's accept that report. We also have our first autopsy, and I'd like to apologize in advance. There will be a trigger warning for this, but the autopsies in this game are pretty graphic. So, yeah, watch out for that. Sightings of diminutive extraterrestrials with pallid grey skin and oversized black eyes are a common thread among eyewitness reports of alien activity. It appears we may have encountered the culprits. A secton stands less than 5 feet tall and possesses substantially less muscle mass than the average human adult. Their physiology is nonetheless fascinatingly similar to our own, with mammalian circulatory system and largely recognizable internal organs. The head contains the most significant differences. The brain is relatively large and has distinctly unfamiliar structure, while the eyes are at least 3 times the size of the human equivalent. Unsurprisingly, this grants the secton excellent vision. The mouth is present, but is underdeveloped and hidden below several folds of skin. The teeth suggest an omnivorous diet, yet no food is present in the stomach. Instead, a number of metal ports are dotted around the spine. However they evolved, it appears these creatures now receive their nutrition directly into their bloodstream. Battlefield reports suggest sectons can cover ground quickly, but are generally weak combatants, with average accuracy and reflexes and otherwise poor physical attributes. That they also become markedly more formidable when encountered in groups, somehow placing their shots with unerring accuracy when a fellow secton is nearby. Though these creatures should not be underestimated, one nonetheless suspects we will encounter more rather deadly extraterrestrials in due course. Alright, so we now have details on the secton, and I really like the way the game does this. When we kill an enemy, we don't need to queue up a research project on doing an autopsy. Just when the body gets delivered to the base, Gaius Baltar will do an autopsy on it for us. So we know they have 45 health, they have 80 time units, which is quite a lot. Their accuracy is 50, which is very average. Strength is 60, reflexes is 75, which is actually reasonably high. And they've got 40 bravery, so if we could find a way to mental them, they'd break pretty easily. However, they have 2 buffs, or 2 perks. One is body size small. Our soldiers get a 10% hit chance firing on sectons because they're small stature, and they have the psionic triangulation ability. This means that if 2 sectons are within 8 tiles of one another, they grant each other plus 50 accuracy. So the accuracy goes from 50 to 100, meaning they become very, very good shots. The game will notify us that psychic triangulation is active because the secton's eyes will glow, so we have to keep an eye out for that. And also, if either of those sectons is killed or suppressed, the triangulation goes away. And remember, we can suppress instantly with a flashbang grenade. So flashbangs are good against sectoids. Sectons. That's what I picked up from that. Alright, we now have 3 new research projects available: alien magnetic weapons, warden combat armor, and xenobiology. For now, we are actually still researching combat vehicles, and I want to let that complete before we do anything else. Having a quick look at our soldiers, the team is looking pretty good. We have 1 soldier out of action, Corporal Morgul, who's an assault. They've taken a little bit of damage, they're going to be out of action for a few days. Once the med lab comes online, which won't be for another 13 days, we'll be able to, won't be quite as serious an issue as it is at the moment. In terms of other things to do right now, there's no engineering projects I want to undertake. We're fine with soldiers at the moment. Base stores are all good. We can sell some of these things if we need to. I'm going to hold on to them for now because I don't know if there's any use for them down the road. But we've got Secton corpses, alien scanners, magnetic weapons, and alloys. I'm going to wait for now, but we may end up just selling these. Nothing we can augment in the armory. Aircraft are good to go. We're probably going to get our first aircraft UFO interception in this recording session. So let's just get time ticking forward. I'll move us forward a little bit. Our goal at the moment is to get our money up so we can found a new base. Finding a new base costs us, I think it's 750,000. How much is it? It's 750,000 for a new base. I want to wait till I've got a lot over 750 before I actually build that base. And you can see that our money is ticking in gradually. Let's speed up time a little bit more. What we're doing at the moment is we're just sitting and waiting for things to happen. So you can see across the world there's some stuff happening. Journalists covering cleaner activity are being arrested up in Helsinki area up here. So there could be a cleaner base up here. It would be really nice if I could mark the map, but I can't. But there could be something going up around about the north coast of Scandinavia here. Okay, the Mars combat platform has been researched. The Mars Mechanical Armed Reconnaissance System is a remote-controlled armored vehicle small enough to be carried inside a dropship. Faster, tougher, and better armed than any soldier, it would be a worthy addition to our tactical teams. This vehicle is designed primarily for scouting work. Compact and highly mobile, it can advance in front of your soldiers to sight enemies and draw out overwatch fire. Given its strong armor and relatively rugged construction, it is significantly more resilient to alien weapons than the average human. When it does encounter enemies, the Mars usually has two methods of dealing with them. The more mundane option is the auto rifle, little more than a standard infantry rifle with a high capacity magazine and better recoil stabilization. The other option is a rocket pod mounted on top of the vehicle. Although the Mars can only carry 6 rockets into battle, each of these is tipped with a powerful incendiary warhead that will demolish almost all terrain within a sizable blast radius. Though it only deals mediocre damage against enemy units, it is very effective at breaking their armor. Additional weapon variants are also available, should you wish to experiment further. Finally, note that the Mars is heavy enough to be able to smash through most walls and cover objects as if they were not there. This is obvious tactical utility in itself, but a canny commander can use this ability to create paths for nearby soldiers to use. So it has an accuracy of 45, which is beyond, it's not great, but it has a good amount of time units. 80 time units is really, really nice. And I don't think reflexes don't really, bravery doesn't really count because it's a machine, and it has a lot of health as well. So it's robotic. So robotic units are immune to stun damage and gas damage and any morale effect, but they are vulnerable to EMP damage, and which also will bypass their armor. It has headlights, so at nighttime it will illuminate all tiles in its vision cone, making it very useful for scouting missions. Also quite nice because it isn't revealing soldiers, it just will reveal itself. And finally, it has crushing weight, which will allow it to move through objects without taking additional time units to do so, which is really, really nice. We're going to build one of those. We also have access to the sentry gun. The sentry gun is a much lighter version of the Mars that we can only put into our base. I'm not going to read out the text for it. Basically, we can equip our base with sentry guns. They'll help us defend it. We're not going to look at those right now. So we can now build the Mars combat platform and the sentry gun. We are going to build a Mars combat platform, but first we need to pick up a new research project. Now, I would really like to get magnetic weapons sorted. I'd also like to get Warden combat armor sorted, but I'm going to start off with xenobiology. Down the road, money should not be a big issue, but at the start of the game, I want to prioritize getting a decent income ticking over so that we can get radar stations online. So I'm going to do xenobiology first, and then we're going to go back to mag weapons and Warden combat armor. So that's where I want to start off with now. We need to remember to go into engineering here, and we want to pick the vehicles option here. 250,000 to build one Mars. We're going to do that. Sentry guns are 40,000 each. We'll probably pick some of these up in a little bit of time, but right now I'm okay. And let's get back to the geoscape, and we'll go back to this speed. Europe has a lot of, Europe is definitely getting a pop-up in terror at the moment. Panic's rising in Europe. That's what we deal with the cleaner attacks that were happening up here that we saw. How far can we zoom out? Okay, this is the whole world here. Soviet Union now, we've had some journalists disappear as well, so Soviet Union's getting a little bit of a rise in panic. Every time one of these little events pops, we get a rise in panic. If panic gets too high, then we will stop getting as much money, which isn't ideal. I'm going to speed up a little bit further. There's not much happening right now. Okay, we've got our Mars built. Let's have a look at it. Let's just drop back to minimum speed and have a look at our soldiers. I think, yeah, here's Mars 1 here. Now, I've had a bunch of different suggestions for a name for this unit, and the one that's won is Catnip, which I quite like because it's a little bit of bait. Now there's a little bit of customization we can actually do with this vehicle. The first thing being we can either give it the rocket launcher turret, which does 36 kinetic damage, does minus 10 armor per hit, and has a range of 25 tiles. It has a small hit bonus as well, but remember with the 50 accuracy it's not high. We can also swap it out to have a cannon, which I would really like, but this thing doesn't have the accuracy to really support the cannon. 70 kinetic damage though, range 30 tiles. If we could find a way to boost the accuracy of this vehicle, we could do something very interesting with it. But for now, we're going to keep the rocket launcher on it. We can also swap out the steel plating that it has for heavy steel plating. You can see it actually gets a visual buff, which I really, really like. That gives it a quite significant time unit penalty, minus 12, but it bumps its armor up to 25. I think at the beginning of the campaign, we don't need to worry about this, but down the road, we're going to have to. In terms of equipment, it also has a bunch of different secondary weapons we can equip to it. It comes with a ballistic auto rifle, 34 kinetic damage, which is about on par with our soldiers' rifles. Range 20 tiles, 100 shots in the magazine, which is quite nice. I don't think it can reload. Again, the 50 accuracy isn't ideal. We could also give it a smoke launcher, which just means that it will take on the role of our smoke person. I think it has 4 shots and it can't reload that. Can I actually swap this in? Yeah, we could put that in there. Or we can give it a rangefinder, which gives it plus 10 accuracy. So if we wanted to, we could swap in the rangefinder. It doesn't like doing it while that tooltip's up. Swap in the rangefinder and give it the cannon, and it's got 60 accuracy with that cannon, which is like on the edge of me thinking it might be worth doing. But I want to keep this as versatile a piece of equipment as possible. So for me, for now, it's the rocket pod, potentially the smoke launcher if we're thinking about it. But I'm going to give it the auto rifle for now, and that's going to be Catnip's configuration. Back to the geoscape. We're now waiting for something to happen. I'm expecting either a cleaner mission to pop or we're going to find our first UFO. Okay, journalist just got arrested in, looks like near Alice Springs. Okay, our first construction has been completed at the base. That's pretty good. We got our generator online. And we found ourselves a cleaner intelligence hub in Australia. It looks like somewhere between Darwin and Alice Springs. I do not know the Northern Territory that well, but that's probably in the middle of the desert somewhere. There's probably not a lot of stuff around there. The cleaners are using this office as a secret intelligence hub. Raiding the site may allow us to capture more data about their organization. So the mission type is capture resources. We need to get in and claim something. It's going to be a town biome. It's a persistent mission. It's not going to go away. The victory rewards are minus 10 panic level. So this is a mission that we may not be ready for yet. This is a mission that's a little bit like, not quite like hitting a black site in XCOM 2, but it's a cleaner intelligence meeting. We could go in and get lucky, or we could potentially go in and get wiped. It is basically how this is going to play out. I think I'm going to take the mission because I want to get us moving forward, and I think we're in a pretty good situation right now with our whole team available, but we may be biting off a little bit more than we can chew. I just don't know because I have deliberately not played ahead in this campaign. I'm going into all of this really, really blind. But let's deploy. The thing that makes me concerned is that it is a persistent mission, but it's popped just now. We're sitting at just under 50. This will give a minus global 10 reduction to panic, which I would quite like to pick up. So I'm going to launch the combat team. I'm going to obviously go in Carnival. Now, the combat team I need to change up a little bit. We need to choose between Corazon Ray and Prasad as who I want to dump from the team. Looking at stats here, Prasad has the worst accuracy, so we're going to get rid of them for now. And we're going to replace them with Catnip. And I also want to re-equip Corazon Ray. Now that we have Catnip, Catnip is going to be our primary scout. I actually would quite like Corazon to go in with their shield, but I'm wondering about giving them a secondary shotgun rather than the medkit. If I remove this, put this here, that's a minus 12 turn unit penalty. Because what I'm thinking about is they swap out the shield for a shotgun when they get into a situation where they actually want to attack things. It's quite a serious time unit penalty. I think I'm just going to keep them with a medkit for now. I want to make sure everyone is carrying flashbangs as well. We're going to take some time unit penalties for this. So Game of Cain is the only one who can get away with not carrying a flashbang, I think. But they have tons of extra carry weight. I'm actually going to give them a medkit, so they've just got that. Matches burners are heavy. It can now actually carry all of this without a problem when you give them a flashbang. I want to keep pushing the carry weight on people. Reno will take another flashbang. Morgul will take another flashbang. Game of Cain 2 needs to be renamed, so they're going to now, they asked to be made a sniper, but just to get them in the team, Disco Caddy, you're going to be the new version of Game of Cain for now. That will change over time. So we're going to give you another flashbang because you're at your carry weight. T-Rem is good there. Actually, you don't have a medkit. Let's actually bring that in on you. That's a big time limit penalty, but I really want to start building up strength on everybody. And as far as I'm aware, the way to get that to rise is by making them carry things so their strength goes up. You do have a small penalty, T-Ram, but I want you to carry another flashbang for me because it's not a big penalty. And Lynn here, it's time for you to start carrying a medkit as well. We want as many people with medkits as possible, and then Corazon Ray is good as well. Corazon Ray is taking a big penalty to movement, but that's fine because they're not going to be doing much more than scanning forward. All right, I think we're good to deploy. The only thing we need to do, actually, if I go to abort launch, is I just need to change the loadout, the positioning of everybody in Carnival, because I want to put our little robot in the middle. And then we've got one shield here. This person here is currently our heavy. Let's just have it how it was laid out. They're basically taking the position of one of our shields. I'm happy enough with that. Okay. Let's take the mission. Hopefully nothing else pops in the meantime. And we're going to launch out Carnival to do this intelligence mission. Let's go. Okay, we're going to speed time up because it's going to take our helicopter quite a while to fly over there. And Morgul recovered from their injuries just in time for this to start as well. All right, let's deploy to the mission. I'll see you on the battlefield. Carnival is on site at the AO. Mission briefing. This office building is being used by the cleaners to gather and process intelligence. Retrieving data from the site should help us identify and expose the cleaner command and control network, which is like our first major story objective, is to get hold of the cleaner command and control network. This mission cannot be won by eliminating all enemies. The dropship will lift off automatically once your soldiers have returned to it with sufficient captured data. So to get into the mission, capture the data, get back to the dropship. Got it. Victory conditions. Capture at least 10 cleaner data items from desks within the target building. Return these items to the dropship and lift off. Loss conditions. All Xenonauts are eliminated. Further information. Enemy reinforcements will spawn from turn 6. Only items on the dropship will be recovered. Additional cleaner data will grant further cleaner network progress and can be sold for 25,000. Okay. This sounds like it could be pretty tricky. Okay, Commander. The dropship has touched down. Get in, grab as much of the data from the computers as possible, then get back to the dropship. We won't have long before cleaner reinforcements arrive. Understood. Are you absolutely sure this building is under cleaner control? Positive. Okay, that's good. We've got good intel. Well, mostly. Okay, we don't have good intel. Too late to back out now, though. Get on with it. So we're going weapons free on a building, and we're not actually certain it is the right building. So looks like we've landed in a park. We've got an enemy soldier here standing guard outside the building. Looks like, if I would be a betting man, I would say that there's another soldier right here, both of them flanking the doorway. Open street without a lot of cover. Let's make sure the sides are clear before we do anything else. So we're going to get Reno here to turn. Okay, good. Nothing on the side. Okay, there's the edge of the map. So the edge of the map's right there. Let's get Morgul to check as well. Okay, we've got the other edge of the map here. This is a soldier, but it's not an enemy soldier. It's just, must be an Australian Defence Force personnel. Well, I couldn't say that. Now, I have worked out how to fix the C4. If we drop the C4 on the ground and then pick the C4 back up again, it now reacts properly in our inventory. So I'm just going to quickly do that. I'm not sure why we need to do this, but we do. So just on the ground, pick it back up again. That doesn't use up any turn units. We now have active C4. Okay, so we're dealing with 2 enemies outside this building. I think a good way to deal with them would be to maybe flash them and kill them. They're going to have full time units right now. So we are looking at a situation where they will probably be able to shoot at us. Now what I could do is move Corazon Ray to this position. They'll have just enough time units to flashbang whoever's on the other side of the bus if there's somebody here. Unfortunately, actually, if I flashbang right here... No. I can't get both of them in one flashbang, unfortunately. But I could flashbang whoever's here and make sure that they're out of action if there is somebody here, which means I can move into this direction without worrying about retaliatory fire from someone I can't see. And Corazon Ray might clear a reaction fire from them while they run, and the shield should take that hit. So that's how I'm going to start this off. We're going to run to cover here, and we're going to throw a flashbang. I'm actually just going to give them move order because it's going to get cancelled if they detect any enemies while they move. Okay, no reaction fire on that move. That's good to know that I can move around a little bit in this area without attracting enemy attention, but I am still going to flashbang over the top just to try and catch anyone who's standing here if they exist. So we won't know if we flash somebody until we reveal that area. When I get Corazon to crouch, they haven't got a shot. Now this person here will probably return fire if they get shot at. I've got a feeling I might be able to move to this position here without attracting any fire. And then Matches Burn will have a 3-round burst on this person. What's the chance to hit from there? 17% chance to hit. From here, they've got a 30% chance to hit, but they're not in cover. If I move them here, they won't have enough for a shot. I don't really like that. Back here, we've got Sergeant T-Rem. T-Rem could run to here, and they'll have enough for an aimed shot with an 81% chance to hit, and they'll be in cover for retaliating fire. So I'm going to take that as our first stab at shooting at this enemy. It's actually a better chance to hit from over here because of where they are. So let's move and take that shot. Okay, he hit. Return fire hit T-Ram, but they're not bleeding. What we maybe should have done actually is crouched T-Ram before taking that shot, so they would have taken reduced fire if the enemy retaliated like they did. Now, we could potentially put Game of Cain here. That's 35 time units. It's enough for a aimed shot on this enemy to finish them. 35% chance to hit is not very high, but I quite like this as a position for the sniper to be in. Let's move them forward and see what we get. There's a pretty high chance we'll miss here. The other option is to switch to pistol. If we switch to pistol, we'll have how many shots? We'll have 2 shots at 32% chance to hit. The damage on the pistol isn't as high. The damage on the pistol is 28 versus 40, but he has already taken a hit. I'm going to take the 2 pistol shots with the sniper and see what we come out with. I was right, there was an enemy here. I want to take another shot as well. Okay, both of those missed. That's okay. So there was an enemy here, and suppressing him was the right idea. What we could do now is actually look at suppressing this guy with a flashbang so that next turn he can't do very much. But I wonder if we just kill him. It's a little bit tricky, to be honest. It is a little bit tricky. We've got the Mars. I could get the Mars to take some rifle shots. It has a range of 20 tiles. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, I can just press control. He's in range where it is right now. But if I drive it off the Sky Ranger, that's a better position for it to be in. If we switch to this, it uses up 28 per shot. So if I fire 2 shots, we can move forward a few spaces, say to here. That will give me enough for 1 shot. If I move it to here, I've got enough for 2 shots. Moving it forward just frees up a little bit of space in the Sky Ranger. Moving it forward to here would be better. I'm going to move it forward to there, and we'll take 1 aimed shot, and then we need to. We've got enough for a normal shot after that. I don't want to get kills with the Mars because it doesn't gain any experience or anything, but this guy here just needs to die. Okay, he's down. Cool. The catnip's done its job. I thought I renamed this to catnip, actually. Now I need to deal with this person here. I'm going to move Matches Burn into this cover here. Face them and crouch them. Oh, they've unveiled another enemy. Where is the other enemy? One there. There's someone in the back of the break room here next to this coffee machine. Okay, we need to be aware of them as well. They're quite far away, but they will take shots at us next turn. And unfortunately, we have a sniper here standing. Got a couple units left to action. Disco Daddy could maybe come and flank here. And they'll have enough for a shot. It's not a great shot, but if you want to control... Hold on, shift. That's a 48% chance to hit. We're going to take that. Okay, that's a miss. And there's another enemy in the bus stop. Wow, okay. This is getting more and more dangerous by the second. This guy is in a very interesting location. We're going to take a storm of enemy fire here. I was really hoping for a smoother come out of the Sky Ranger. I could put Reno here. Now, the shot from there is terrible. They'd get a snapshot on this person. 25% times 3. It's really low, but I can't get them there in flashbang. I could put them here. I don't think they could get a flashbang. 50% chance to get a flashbang on this person to suppress them for next turn. I think that's better than taking the snapshot. We're going to do that. They revealed another enemy in the bus stop. We definitely need to flashbang them. So let's get the flash. Oh, so the C4 has stopped working again, which is interesting. Maybe that hasn't fixed the C4. Not sure what's going on with the C4, but we'll flash these guys. That missed. We've suppressed one of them, but only one of them. The other one is not suppressed. Okay. We did take a 50% chance there, so that is my fault. I'm really getting quite concerned about what's going to happen here. Let's put more ghoul in hard cover behind the bus so they're in position next turn. We have enough to duck them. That just leaves Lynn. What positions do I have that are good for Lynn to get to? Lynn could run to here and have no time units left. Lynn could step out to here, have 20 time units left, which would give them enough for a normal shot if anyone moves forward. If I move Lynn to the wall here, it's not great. I could move Lynn behind this cover here. They have enough time units for that. I could move them here. I'm going to have to put them to the wall here. We're just going to have to see what the aliens do next turn. I don't think this is going to go very well. We're probably going to take some injuries here. Hopefully not going to take any casualties. You're done. I don't think anyone has any time units left at all. Matches burn does, but they can't retaliate. Okay, let's just see what happens. I'm a bit worried about how the aliens are going to react to this. We didn't have a great round of firing on this guy here. Okay, that's a hit on Reno and a miss. Another guy just stepped through that destroyed Game of Kane's bench. There's another part. There's a lot of enemies on this map. Okay, that's a hit, but the armor took it. There was a burst fire on the Mars. And this soldier, he's got a pistol. That soldier's pulled his pistol. I hope he helps us. We could do with the support. Okay. I'm not going to lie, this is looking really bad. Lynn, do you have a flashbang? You don't. You've got a demo charge. We've got a flashbang on Morgul. We've got a flashbang on Lynn. You see why I packed extra flashbangs? A flashbang over the top here will flash both of those two. We'll only leave 18 action points. And then we bring the shotgun around and shotgun them because there's no enemies that we're aware of in this part of the building. These two are the closest and biggest threat, I feel. Okay, they're both flashed. Let's bring Morgul to here. Then if we do an attack, we've got 30, they'll leave him with 15 time units, which should be enough to step back into cover and deal with this person here. I'm going to take the 53 times 3. We're going to go with the 8 normal shot rather than the snapshot. What's the... Yeah, I want to go for the 50s, because 2 of these should hit, and if 2 of them hit, we've got the kill. That did not work. Okay, 15 time units left. We're going to move back into cover here. Actually, we can step into cover here, and they're nice and safe. We'll turn and we'll crouch. So we hit once on this person here. We could get Reno to come forward to the wall here. They've got good fire, and I think their shots might actually hit both of them. We've only got enough for 1 shot, though. 11. I want to try and kill this guy with the assault if we can. The range is not great. Crouch and give me a... Do you have enough for a normal shot? Yeah, you got exactly enough for a normal shot. 37% times 3 versus 25% times 3. It's only a slight bonus, but there's nothing else to do with your time units. Let's take the shot. Okay, we missed. We missed there. I'm going to throw a frag grenade over the wall and just try and deal with these two. Okay, one got mulched, the other one has taken a lot of damage. Let's crouch Lynn. What we could do is bring Corazon Ray to this position here, take some pistol shots. We've got enough for 2 if we do snapshots. 2 at 30% or 1 at 46%. I think I want to take the 230s. I think the 230s is just slightly better maths than the 146, but it's not looking great, honestly. Let's see what we can do. Okay, we got the kill. Let's crouch. Okay, we've dealt with the 2 threats that were in this station. Now we have to deal with all of this. Game of Kane is still in cover. They've got a 100% chance to hit the guy in the open, and I think they've got the gun that can do a 1-hit kill. So we're going to take the sniper shot on this person. Okay, they are down. Good work, Game of Kane. Now we have to deal with the 2 that are in here. I'm thinking we blow the wall open with the Mars weapons platform, which gets us shots on both of them. And then we try and deal with them with the 2 soldiers that we have over here and T-Rem. So I'm going to get the Mars to fire a rocket at the wall here to blow it. And that should blow the whole wall open. This could be a huge mistake, but this also opens our entry into the building. So let's see what happens. There's 3 of them in that room. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Matches burn. If you burst fire, you've got a 50% chance on him, 24% chance on the one at the back, and 14. Let's see what you can give me with 3 24% shots to hit, because you can fire again. The other option, if you do it for a full burst, that's a 6. Yeah, we're going to go for the triple shot. Let's see what happens. 3 misses. Fire again. Okay, he's down. Good. The other guy is suppressed as well. That's an actually excellent result from that round of fire. Now let's deal with this guy here. We've got Disco Caddy with a 42% chance on an aimed shot. They can take 2 shots. It's not great. The other option is we fire 2 burst rounds with 13 times 3. I think I'm going to go for the 42%. It's not ideal, but we're going to see if we can at least suppress them. Okay, we hit the post box. That was, I should have factored that in. That's quite a negative on our shot here. Let's fire again. Okay, no joy there. T-Ram back here has a long-range shot. I could move T-Ram to here. At that position there, they would not have a shot. No, they would. Hang on. They would have a 48% chance on a snapshot. We're going to take that. Also means we're moving forward a little bit. That's a hit. Return fire? No return fire. Not enough for a crouch. We'll leave T-Ram there. I think everyone is done. Lynn's done. Reno's done. Corazon Ray's done. Morgul's done. The Mars still has some time units. The Mars could actually try shooting at one of these two with its rifle. 27% chance, but we could move forward slightly. If we move forward to here, that's the furthest forward it can move and get a shot. It's detected another alien. Okay, there's another enemy further back. I want to keep moving forward until we've got 28 time units left, though. Let's take this shot here. 40% chance to hit. That's a miss. Okay, Mars is done. Matches Burn is done. Disco Caddy's done. Game of Cain is done. That's actually cancel. Switch Game of Cain out to their pistol. 0% chance to hit on him. If anyone runs forward, they'll make a reaction fire if they've got the time for it. Let's end the turn and see what happens. That was an okay turn. No one is down yet. It's taken us a long time to push out from the Sky Ranger, though. Okay, he's broken some windows. I'm happy with him shooting that until he gets destroyed. Guy on that side there. That's a miss from him. Another hit. Guy on the roof just jumped down from the roof. Okay. There's a lot of enemies in this building. This is pretty crazy. Okay, there's that soldier, and he's charging in. Good luck to you, mate. Okay. Tactical team is looking a little bit nervous. I'm thinking rocket in here to clear the cover, and then we can shoot these guys. How is the Mars combat unit's health looking? It's got 45 health left. Can probably take another turn of burst fire. There's no good cover here for me to move in. These guys are a little bit of a problem. I'm wary of using smoke grenades. I know I have them available to me, but the problem with the smoke grenades is they reduce our chances of hitting as well. And I want to keep our accuracy as high as possible. What has Game of Cain got in ways of a shot here? Wait, hang on, switch to the sniper rifle. We've got a 65% chance to hit on him, and a 73 on him, but we are firing through allies, which I don't really want to do. We could move Disco Caddy to here, but there's a good chance they could trigger a reaction fire. If they're in that position, they've got no chance to hit him and a 37% chance to hit him, so it isn't a great bit of cover. There's also the post box. From there, they've got... the time units aren't looking good. We also know that there is an enemy in here. Lynn can't jump this wall either, which is a problem. Sorry, Corazon Ray. I keep calling Corazon Ray Lynn for some reason. We do have the bus stop. It is actually pretty nice cover, and we do have a reasonable amount of vision into this room. So we could move Morgul here. They'd have enough for a crouch and a fire, and that would reveal to me what's going on in here. Okay, we've revealed one enemy. He's not looking towards us. We have a 34% chance to hit him with a shot, but I actually want to move into cover. And then we can do a snapshot on them. 26% times 3. There's a very high chance we'll hit the window. But if we can get them, that would be pretty amazing. The other option is we flash them. We don't have enough time units for that. We'll take the shot. Okay, we hit him twice but didn't kill him. Let's crouch. So this guy's on very, very, very low HP. If there's a chance we could get a Lyneth shot. No, Lyneth can't cross that. From here, Reno would have a 60... No, not with that type of fire. Would have no chance to hit because there's too much intervening stuff. Okay. And from here, they're too close. From here... They'd actually have a shot from the window. 54 times 3 is pretty nice. They wouldn't be able to crouch after that, though. If they don't hit with one of these 3 shots, this guy's going to kill them. But I think Reno can make this move and take this shot. Let's go, Reno. Okay, I wasn't expecting the Overwatch. I didn't think he could see, but he could. We're just going to keep pushing forward. So I want you to move to here and take the shot. Running the Overwatch like that was pretty stupid, I'm not going to lie. I didn't expect him to have the vision because I thought it was safe from Morgul making the run up before that, but clearly it wasn't. Reno's on 41 hit points. They're still okay. Right. This side's now clear. We have to deal with this side. What are we looking at for matches burn? We've got a 11 times 10 on that one, but it's blocked by this dustbin, or 10 times 10 on this one, it's blocked by these chairs. Matches burn won't be able to move to here because they only have 11 time units left. Disco Caddy can move to here. We'll have a 37% chance to hit this person. Or I could get them to throw in a a demo charge, which will get rid of the cover, meaning Matches Burn can lay into them. And I think this is a good position for Matches Burn to stay in for the rest of the mission. This also opens up Disco Caddy to run into this room here next turn and try and grab this data. I'm going to try this. I don't know if this is going to be safe enough, but we have to make some moves here. I could throw it, so we got an 88% chance here, a 70, because that would blow the back wall as well, potentially revealing more enemies to us, but also opening up some firing lanes. I'm going to do this. Fingers crossed, they're not going to get... Okay, that's good. Turn and throw. Didn't blow the wall, but did break the cover. Let's crouch you down. Now Matches Burst can give us a burst fire on him. 25 times 3, and we've got another shot after this. He's down. Excellent. Now we just have to deal with this person. This waste paper bin is a little bit of a problem. I'm going to take the burst fire just because there's not much else that Matches can do this turn, and if we end up killing the dustbin, we might be moving towards actually destroying it. So let's take the shot. Okay, we got rid of this, which was a problem. I think that was blocking a shot here. If I move Game of Cain up to the wall here, they've got enough for a aimed shot on this unit. 53% chance, let's take that move. Great work. Game of Cain is turning into just the best sniper ever. Okay, we know there are some enemies further back in the building, but I think it's safe to start moving units up to the wall. So T-Rem, I'm going to bring you up to here. Okay, and let's just have a look. What's on the ground? There's a ballistic submachine gun, and there's 2 rounds for that ballistic submachine gun. We can also grab this body. The submachine gun might actually be a decent shout for clearing the building. So what's the difference here? We've got 25 kinetic damage, and we can 80% accuracy. So the time unit use is lower on this for less damage. But it has a burst shot times 3, which uses half your time units compared to this. It's actually very, very similar. The big difference is how heavy it is. It weighs 14, this weighs 20. So it gives us back a little bit of time units. I don't know if this is going to be as good in a long-range fight. -2 armor per hit. -2 armor per hit. So range 20 tiles. Range 20 tiles. Hit bonus 1.5 per tile. They're very, very close. I think I might grab this. I think we're going to swap T-Rem out to have a submachine gun and grab the 2 rounds of ammo, 2 bags of ammo for it. Okay, we don't have time units to grab the other one. That's fine. So T-Rem is now rocking it out with a MP5. We could also grab one off this character here with Lynn if we wanted, and we've got a close combat team. Lynn's not got the time units to make it all the way across the road. I could put them in cover here, though. And we'll just move this way and crouch. We're going to bring Corazon Ray up to this position here. We might actually grab the other submachine gun on Corazon Ray, which would give them a weapon to use in the building, which I quite like. We're going to leave them there for now. The Mars combat unit, I'm going to bring it forward. It's going to be primarily using its main gun for a while. But I want it to get, just to be in a position to cover our troops without blocking field of fire. The thing to remember about this thing is it can drive through walls. So I can actually just bring it in here. And that's opened another line in for the team. And just get it to sit there. T-Rem, your turn is over. Lynn, your turn's over. Morgul, your turn's over. Reno, your turn's over. Matches Burn, your turn's over. Game of Cain, your turn over. Disco Caddy. I like to just end everyone's turn at the end of the turn. Just because it lets me remember where everyone is and what they're doing. Alright, let's see what we've got. Okay, there's an enemy at the back there. Another enemy moving around. 2 enemies at the doorway. Okay, they really don't like the Mars. That was a shot through a wall, actually. That was interesting. That was a wall bang. Okay, this soldier is clearing the building with us. Good luck. Don't get in our way. So we're going to have the shotgun assault team. We're going to push through this doorway here, hoping to find some stuff here. There's going to be a lot of activity on this side. And we've got the submachine gun team. We're going to try and clear this side over here. Now, I know we've got enemies at the back here. We may end up firing a rocket or something at this position. For now, I want to bring in the shotgun team. Okay, let's actually get Reno to the doorway here. And then we're going to bring Morgul to the doorway here. Now, Morgul has 16 time units left. I don't really want to open the door with them this turn, so we're just going to crouch both of them here. Although Reno, I think I do want to open the door and see what's on the side. We can close it again if there is something bad. No, just right-click. Okay. It's looking very dangerous to go through here, but I think we can afford a step out and a turn. Nice. We've got 2 computers. It doesn't look like there's anyone here. I really need to check my corners. Let's step in. Look right. Okay. Step forward. We've got 1 data. Let's not take any more risks. I'm going to turn to face this way and crouch. If anyone comes through this door, we'll get a shot on them, hopefully. No, we don't actually have enough time units left for that. We don't have enough time units to get back through the door. I messed up a little bit there. They're in cover and they're crouched. We're going to have to leave it there. And Morgo's turn is done as well. So we can grab at least 1 more piece of data from this room, possibly more from the other side. This is a good find for us. We just have to watch this doorway. He's opening doors in the building. I'm not very happy about that. I want to get Corazon Ray to grab this SMG. Because I don't think the shield is really going to be that useful in the building. So drop the shield. Oh, drop the shield here. Grab the SMG. Grab the ammo. How many time units do you have left? You got time units to grab it all. Okay. Oh, no, not enough to grab the other one. That's fine. How many is it going to cost to pick up? Insufficient time units. Okay. 1 clip's what you're going to have to go with. It is already loaded. And that's their turn over. T-Ram and Co. Do we have a shot on this guy down here? We don't. Not at the moment. Let's bring Disco Caddy up to this window here, see what they can see. Because I'm hoping there's a closed door in here. Step forward, turn, excellent. Get inside, grab this. Can I get you in cover here? No, we'll just crouch you here. Next turn you're going to clear that out. That's great. This is not good, this position here. And I don't have line of sight on it with the Mars to fire a rocket in. What do you have in terms of tactical equipment, T-Ram? You've got a demo charge, a flashbang. We could potentially step out to here and attempt to throw a flash all the way to here, which you don't have the range to do, possibly because it's going to hit the roof, unfortunately. It's too high a throw. If I moved you... I'm going to just press escape. If I moved you to here, you're clear of line of sight, actually. And then you've got 23 time units left. You don't have a shot on this guy. But I could crouch you here and just prep you for next turn. That seems pretty good to me. I'm going to just park the Mars unit in front of this door here where it's out of line of sight. Next turn I can burst through that door if I need it to. Let's get Lynn up. I'm going to stack up Lynn. Lynn can't quite make it to that. Let's bring Lynn up to this position here. And crouch them and end their turn. The Mars I'm not going to end the turn of just yet. Who else still has turns available? Game of Cain doesn't have a shot. I'd like to bring Game of Cain up to this position here because they have line of sight straight down, and if we blow this wall, they could shoot. They should be able to reaction fire anyone coming in. So let's leave them there. I can't afford to crouch them if I want the reaction shot. Matches Burn has just 2 little time units for me to really want to push them much too far forward, but I can bring them behind this waste paper bin and crouch them. Let's get... You haven't got enough time units. You don't have enough time units. I don't want to do that. So you're done. Is it only the Mars weapons? Yeah, okay. We're going to end the turn there. Next turn, we're going to clear out a bunch more stuff. What turn is this? Turn 3 or turn 4? I need to check this. Okay, he's just come straight through. That was nasty. And that wasn't great return fire. Oh, they're all just piling into the room. 3 of them in the room. T-Ram is getting wrecked right now. That's a grenade if ever I saw one. This soldier's just running around. Okay. Why are you shooting my own people? ADF, what are you doing? Okay, that was a nasty just turn of events there. This is good over here. We'll deal with this in a second. This is a problem. T-Ram. Grenade from T-Ram. A grenade from T-Ram. It's not letting me queue a grenade up. Oh, there we go. 100% chance to throw a grenade there. There's a 25% chance it hits this guy. If it does that, we're still fine. But I want it here so that it doesn't damage the desk. But these 3 are a huge problem. I didn't kill any of them. Excellent. Let's suppress them then. T-Ram, you're not moving this turn. Okay, they're all suppressed. Now we need to clear them out. I'm wondering if I just get another grenade in there from Lynn. Because... the other option is I throw a demo charge here, blow the wall, and open them up to fire from the 2 outside, and then bring the Mars platform in to mop up anyone who survives. Yeah. Let's not forget, okay, there's another guy back here. We also have Corazon Ray available. Corazon could move to here. Doesn't have a shot. Let's see what we can do without external fire. I'm actually wondering if this is the time we do a full auto fire on this guy here or the guy in the back, because the shots will hit the rest of them. Let's see what happens. Yeah, triple kill. Okay, Matches Burn just did a great round of fire. That's exactly what I was hoping would happen. This guy here is an issue. You don't have a shot on him, do you? 54% chance to hit with a 30% chance to miss. I think I'm going to take that shot because we've got the Mars to block any shots that come back. Okay, we've got a hit. No reaction fire from him. Can we get you into a position where you've got a shot, Corazon Ray? He's looking in this direction now, which isn't ideal for us. No, that's not good. There's no cover here. There's cover here, but there's no way you're going to hit him from there. 33% chance, not enough time units. 23% chance from there. I'm going to take that. Another... Okay, reaction fire. That's okay. It took it on the armor. Didn't take any damage. Second reaction shot. Wasn't expecting a second reaction shot. That's unfortunate. Corazon is now bleeding. We need to do something about that. Let's get them into cover first of all. They've got a 14% chance to hit now. They have a med kit in their pocket. They don't have the time units to swap it out, though. We'll have to drop this on the ground. They're not going to be able to heal themselves this turn. Let's just crouch them. We can deal with that next turn. Can they swap this out this turn? I don't think they can. Insufficient time units to move the item. Okay. Next turn, they'll heal themselves. Disco Caddy can move forward and grab this, and then potentially do something about them as well, actually. I could get them to open the door, shoot them. So if I open the door, it's not going to tell me what the chance to hit is, but I'll have the time units for a shot. There's nobody else here. 99% chance to hit, and they'll have one time unit left. That's the only issue. But they're actually pretty well protected. Okay, they got the kill. That was a huge risk. If they'd rolled a 1% there, we'd have been in big trouble. So Disco Caddy's turn is over. T-Rem's turn is over. The Mars is low on HP, actually. But I think I might bring it to the doorway to, like, here to block T-Rem. Oh, okay, that wasn't quite what I wanted to happen, but it worked out. And it's going to just sit there for Overwatch with its rifle equipped, not its main gun. You're all done. So now we have to deal with the assault team. We're going to get Reno to push a little bit further into this room. Okay, it looks to be clear. Is there computers around the corner here? There is. So grab this. Grab this. Come back. And then we're going to get Morgul in to cover this doorway, in case anyone comes through it. And you are out of time units, so you're a little bit exposed, but I think we're okay. So how many do we have right now? You're carrying 3, 4, 5. This will be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need to find one more. Looks like there's an open area inside here. We need to find one more computer, and I think we'll be good. Matches Burn, you're good. Game of Cain, I think you're fine on Overwatch here. I think you've got a straight shot through this doorway. You do. So anyone running around in there, you will be able to fire at. Let's end the turn. We need to do something about the bleed damage the Corazon Ray is taking, but we can handle that next turn. Guy coming through the doorway there. Okay, out of sight guy shooting at Game of Cain. We need to deal with that. ADF soldier, please don't shoot any of my troops. Okay. Heads up, the first cleaner reinforcements have arrived and there's more coming. Grab whatever you can and get back to the chopper. Okay, we don't have to push too far further forward, but we do need to push a little bit further forward. T-Rem, can you see who's in here? There's a guy there. Okay, 2 enemies spotted. No real good chance to hit there. Unfortunately, the tank opened this up. Let's get Corazon Ray to heal themselves. I'll just bring... I think I'm just going to leave them where they are. So let's open their inventory. Drop the pistol. Unfortunately, we don't have room in their inventory for that. Pick up the med kit. And then med kit yourself. Okay, they're no longer bleeding. We don't have a shot. If I move here, I don't think we've got a shot. No. Game of Cain actually should have a shot. No, so he can shoot Game of Cain, but Game of Cain can't shoot him. If I move here, we still don't have a shot. And if I move here, I've got a 59%. I'm going to take that shot. Okay, he's down. Good. Game of Cain just... That sniper life is proving extremely effective. I'm going to move the Mars combat robot to here. Nobody here. I think this door got closed. So T-Rem can come and grab this computer. So we got 4 time units. Because I've already moved them this turn, right. That's fine. I can't believe that shot hit. Let's get you out of their line of sight and grab this. Okay. Then we'll get you to grab this. Right, 6 of 10. You can grab this one. This is 7 of 10. Now, can we get to this guy here? There's a computer here. Looking at the layout of this room, I think we can burst in and kill him if there's no other any other enemies. 33% times 3. We've got 2 shots, so that's pretty high. There's a good chance we'll hit this, though. If I move here and shoot at him, it's a 73% times 3 in cover. I'm going to take that. He's dead. That's our 8th computer. Can we get back through the door? No, so we're going to crouch you here. So hang on. 8, 9, 10. We've got everything we need. We can start pulling back. We just need to grab from these 2 computers, which will be a little bit risky. But if I bring Lynn to here, they should be out of line of sight from anybody. Grab that, and then... Do they have enough time units to run to this side? No. Next turn, they can grab the last one. Or Corazon Ray will just hold here to cover. Okay, I think we're ready to start pulling back. T-Ram's good. Disco Daddy, Disco Caddy, let's bring you... Oh, why don't you go through the window? I want to bring them here so they can cover the retreat. So your turn's done. Game of Cane's turn is done. Matches burn. We're going to leave you on Overwatch back here. Corazon Ray, you're okay. Lynn, we're going to crouch you just so you're safe. T-Ram, we're going to crouch you so you're safe. We need to do something about your bleeding next turn. Mars Combat Robot, keep covering this corridor for me. Morgul, you need to stay there. Reno, you can just start extracting. I don't think we need you to hang back. Because you can cover this way next turn. Okay, so we just need to get out this turn. As long as I don't push in too hard and T-Ram gets healed, we'll be alright. Okay, there's an enemy between Morgul and Reno. That's not good. ADF guy, if you shoot one of my people, I'm not going to be happy. Okay, T-Ram is bleeding. T-Ram has a medkit equipped. The medkit requires 25 turn units. So long as T-Ram falls back to somewhere where they have 25 turn units left, they'll be able to heal themselves. The other option is if I run them to here, they can't quite make that, unfortunately. Let's actually grab this first. So I'm going to get... Corazon Ray doesn't have smoke. Lynn has nothing left. I'm worried about crossing this open area, but I think if we just grab this and run... Okay. That's all of the data sticks. We just have to get the team out now. There is a guy in here. He's right there. 77% times 3 without moving, and we've got another shot after that. Let's take it. Okay, now you need to run. Close this door. And crouch you there. Okay, we're starting to pull back. T-Ram. I can get you in cover here, but you're being shot at from this position before. I can get you in cover here, and you can get healed by Disco Caddy. So let's pull you back to this position here. You got 5 hit points left. Crouch. Disco Caddy, step forward. Medkit, T-Ram. Okay, T-Ram's been healed. Step back into cover here. Turn face. You can do some cover fire next turn. Let's get the Mars to fall back to here. Turn and face. You're out of turn units, so let's end your turn. Corazon Ray will fall back to here. Face this way, crouch, and end their turn. Mars will end its turn. T-Ram will end its turn. Disco Caddy will end their turn. Game of Cane is an Overwatch here. Matches Burn is an Overwatch here. Reno is watching from here. Morgul is the furthest deployed unit. We're on our way out. Enemy activity on the far left. Mars taking some reaction shots. Distracting the enemy, doing its job. More enemies pushing through from the back. That's a cleaner. That's an actual cleaner. That's the first time we've seen one in the campaign. We'll look at him closely in a second. Okay. So the cleaner here, you can see them here. They're in like a full mock suits, so like hazardous material suits. And yeah, I don't really want to mess with him. Now, he may have a shot on this, but let's just try and pull what we can back. Do you have a shot on him, Gamer Kane? No chance of a shot on him. I'd have to move you to here. And then you have got a shot. 59% chance. Let's take that. Good shot. You can see that he can take a sniper hit and not die. We need to get more Ghoul out. They're the furthest deployed person. Close the door. Can't get you through the window. I could get them behind here. No, I can't. This feels like a slightly safer place. That's your turnover. Reno's going to cover you. Lynn needs to get out. Let's get Lynn to this position here. Their turn's over. Reno, your turn's over. Corazon Ray, I want to hold with the gun. 40% chance to hit. Let's take a shot. Let's take another shot. Okay. 23 damage to the Mars there. That's really scary. Oh no, I don't want the Mars. I'm sorry, I was clicking on Matches Burn here. Matches Burn, unfortunately, doesn't have a shot on the cleaner from where they are. I'll leave them for return fire. I definitely want to get T-Rem out of here. T-Rem's a very, very, very risky position. Let's get them behind the taxi, behind the wall. And crouch. And then we can pull Disco Caddy back to this position here. Turn and face. And let's get you to crouch as well, and get you to crouch. So we got some reaction fire there. Corazon Ray, if I focus in this direction, has reaction fire on anyone crossing this this vantage point here. So we're going to leave them there like that. The Mars might die here, but if it dies and nobody else does, I'm okay with that. Game McCain's turn is done. Disco Caddy's... Yep. Okay. We're almost back to the chopper. We just got a few issues to deal with. It's all about this cleaner. Okay, the Mars is dead. That was an insane shot. Unbelievable shot. Here comes the cleaner. Okay, we've lost the Mars, but I'm okay with losing Catnip for now. Sniper Sean and Game McCain, we need to kill this cleaner. Okay, he's down. Good. If we were absolutely baller, we would run forward, pick up his body, and carry it back to the dropship so that we could get a autopsy done on it. I am not feeling that baller right now. Do we have a shot on this guy? 31% chance to hit. He ruined us last turn. I'm not going to full Disco Caddy back yet. I'm going to take one shot. Disco Caddy. Disco Caddy. What a shot. Okay, let's get Reno to fall back to here, so that Morgul can fall back to the bus stop. That is everybody out of the building now. We'll crouch you here and turn. We'll crouch you here and turn. We're slowly making our way out. I'm going to put Lynn in cover here, facing this way and crouched. I'm going to bring Corazon Ray back to this wall. Turn and crouch. I'm going to bring you back to here. Turn and crouch. T-Ram, get on the Skyranger. Okay. Who is still left in the building? Nobody's left in the building. Who is still to act? Lynn hasn't done very much this turn. That's fine. They're covering the building. Reno's covering. Yeah, you're all good. Okay. Next turn we should get most people back to the dropship. Or behind this wall at least. I'm a bit worried about T-Ram, where they're standing. Okay. We're almost there. Let's get bus team returned first. Let's get Lynn to cover here. Then we'll get Reno. And we'll get Morgul back. Reno can not make it in this turn, but I'm going to bring them back to behind this wall, so that next turn they can just make the big run. You've got 13 time units left. That's not enough. Okay, you're just going to have to end your turn there. These two need to retreat back now. I'm just going to bring them straight back to start with. Just making sure the time units are okay. Matches Burn only has 40 time units, so they can make it to the... They can stay there until next turn. Let's bring Corazon Ray back to this position here. Turn and crouch. Game McCain probably can't... Game McCain can make it in this turn. And then... this position here is for Matches Burn. But Disco Caddy can move next turn. Okay. I think everyone is gone. Corazon's gone. Game McCain's gone. T-Rem is fine where they are. That's fine. Matches Burn is covering. Yeah, okay. I don't know if we'll be able to get everyone on this next turn, but we'll be able to very, very soon. Smoke grenades would be a good idea, actually. So we need to move Disco Caddy so that Matches Burn can get to here. We need to move Corazon Ray as well so the ramp is clear. I keep misclicking. Okay, so can you get back? Yes. Okay, perfect. So let's bring you back to here. Let's bring you back to here. Let's bring you back to here. And then let's get you in here. And we did it. Mission complete. No casualties apart from a robot. We spent $250,000 to save our own people. Whew. Right, let's have a look at the results of that mission. We killed 16 enemies. We lost one Xenonaut, which was actually a robot. We lost Catnip. And one Soak Local survived. We recovered 10 cleaner data. Disco Caddy is injured for 6 days. Matches Burn has picked up the Golden Star. Soldiers will be granted the Golden Star for eliminating a cumulative total of 5 hostile units across their career. So that gives a +1 to all attributes. And they've also picked up the Crux Solaris. Soldiers will be granted the Crux Solaris if they eliminate 4 or more hostile units in a single tactical mission. That's +1. So these are both +2 to all stats they've picked up. And I don't think that includes everything you're seeing here. This is also the level up stuff. Reno's out for 14 days. Morgul, look at all the level ups we got here. +2 health, +2 actually, +2 reflex. This is good. We got a Crux Solaris here for Game of Cain as well, +1 to all stats. T-Rem here is going to be injured for 37 days, but they've picked up the Crimson Heart, which gives +1. So soldiers will be granted the Crimson Heart if they suffer more than 30 hit points of damage during a single combat mission. That's giving them +1 to all stats as well. Lynn got shot by an Australian Defence Forces personnel soldier and is injured for 1 day, and Corazon Array is out for 13 days as well. And then Catnip, unfortunately, was KIA. Let's see what happens when the helicopter gets back to base. Okay, cleaner operations. Hey, Commander. Good work recovering all this data. I'm still sifting through it, but it looks like you provided me with enough loose threads to begin unraveling the entire cleaner control network. The bad news is it's a lot harder than I expected, using almost a dozen obscure but highly classified government intelligence agencies to disguise their operations and chain of command. So that means they're probably involved in the FSB, the CIA, MI5, MI6. Realistically, we need to assume those agencies have been subverted and are fully under alien control. How extraterrestrial influence reaches this deep, I'm not sure, but I certainly don't like the implications. Although digging into classified entities isn't exactly easy, I've seen enough to suggest we're dealing with potentially thousands of cleaners. They seem to mostly work in small field teams that receive orders and supplies directly from the regional command cell, operating independently of other teams in the area. This structure also ensures a captured agent cannot compromise the wider organization, but has its own vulnerabilities. Eliminating a command cell would effectively knock out clean operations in the entire region. Their field teams would be left without orders, starved of supplies, and unable to link up with one another. We don't know the exact location of these regional command cells yet, but once I make enough progress cracking the structure of the cleaner network, it should become obvious. I'll mark them on the geoscape as soon as I have a fix. Ultimately, though, our goal is to find their headquarters. This would give us the opportunity to decapitate their entire organization with a single strike. Probably the only way to put an end to the cleaner threat for good, okay? Your progress towards identifying the cleaner network is shown at the bottom of the screen. Capturing additional cleaner data on certain tactical missions will accelerate this progress, so we're 20% through already. Now the first thing I want to do, it's going to cost us a bomb, but we need to get ourselves another Mars. I need a name for this Mars combat platform because Catnip is clearly an unlucky name. We're down to 250,000. I can't afford to lose another one, but I think I'm okay with losing the one we lost because it was done so in mission and it saved the lives of our soldiers. Now, I'm going to move time forward, but only really until Carnival gets back to base. So I'm going to see if we manage to reclaim okay, xenobiology just popped, so that's something else. Our universe contains an almost unimaginable number of different environments in which our life could potentially evolve. And this in turn means extraterrestrial beings could come in a dizzying array of possible forms. Indeed, some of these could be so profoundly strange that humanity may not even be able to recognize them as life forms at all. It is therefore surprising to discover our alien foes bear such a close resemblance to humans. This is obviously even at the most basic level. They are bipeds with 2 arms and 2 legs, familiar musculoskeletal and organ systems, and the ability to breathe our atmosphere. The similarities continue as one conducts deeper scientific analysis. One would not expect an alien life form to have DNA at all, let alone genetic material strikingly like our own. Yet almost 75% of their genome is shared with the average human. It is possible that life could only arise in a very narrow set of circumstances, that all life in a universe is vaguely terrestrial in form because it must have evolved on a planet that closely resembles our own. It is also possible that something rather more sinister is at play. Discovering the truth will require more research specimens. Ideally ones that have not been riddled with bullets. I'm getting a hint of Valen here from you now, Gaius. As such, I have provided our engineers designs for weapons that should be capable of non-lethally incapacitating extraterrestrial units for interrogation and further study. Finally, I have produced a more detailed autopsy report on this alien creature codenamed Secton and uploaded it to the Xenopedia, and will do the same for any further alien life forms we encounter. Should you wish to learn about their strengths and weaknesses, I suggest you give them a read. We've already read that report because I think maybe the autopsies were locked behind xenobiology research in the past. That's not the case anymore. We're fine. Except report. We're now able to build stun guns and stun bottoms. We're going to have to build some of those. So let's have a look at this. We're also going to research alien magnetic weapons. Let's get that researched. Okay. Equipment. Stun guns cost 20 grand and take 12 hours to produce. Produces one stun gun for our soldiers using the battlefield. This is a ranged stun weapon capable of rendering hostile units unconscious of capture. Produces one stun baton for our soldiers to use on the battlefield. This is a melee stun weapon capable of rendering hostile units unconscious for capture. My assumption is the success rate on the stun baton is going to be higher than the stun gun. Let's build... I want to go for 2 of each to start with, so we can understand how they work, okay? Spending a lot of money, but that's why I got the xenobiology research first, because our income should be higher. Again, I'm going to wait till Carnival lands before we end the video, so just see if anything else pops up before it does so. Stuff happening in North America. News crews covering clear activity arrested and false charges in Soviet Union. And Carnival's arrived. Okay. Carnival's been refueled. Let's have a quick look at our base stores. Defender armor, Secton corpse, cleaner data, alien scanner, magnetic weapon, Xenonauts. I don't know if I can sell this cleaner data or not. That's something I'll need to check up on. It doesn't look like Corson Ray was carrying a... I want to look at them, please. Yeah, okay. It looks like we didn't get to keep the MP5s, which is a shame. I would have quite liked some submachine guns. I may have misread their stats. They're terrible, but that's sad to know. Before I forget, who is our 2 assaults? So Morgul. We're going to put this in your bag because I know it doesn't break when it's in your bag. And we also want to have a look at Reno. We're going to put this in your bag because I know it doesn't break in your bag. We're going to have to look at next time at how we're dealing with weapons. We need more smoke grenades in the squad. I need to use a grenade launcher on Matches Burn as well. But that's it for now. I definitely need a break after that mission. It was very challenging mentally. I'm really happy with the result though. Not losing any soldiers, 2 missions in with basic equipment. I'm ecstatic. Before anything pops on here, I'm going to pause the game. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you're enjoying this series. I need a name for our Mars Combat Unit. That doesn't need to be a support of the channel. Just in the comments, give me a name for the Mars Combat Unit, and we'll go with someone from the comments for that name, because we've already used one from Discord. And yeah, I hope you're enjoying this. If you want to chat a bit more about Xenonauts, by the way, I have a Discord. There's a link to it in the description of the video. There's a Xenonauts channel in there. If you want to support the channel, you can do a super chat, you can join the membership, that'll get you added to the name list, any of those. Or if you don't want to use YouTube to do so, I also have a Ko-Fi link, you can do it through there too. You don't have to do that though, that's just a thing to point out to you. Again, I'm waffling, I always do at the end of a video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. For now, see you later. Ciao.